Dre, in the absence of Andrew, do you think you're better off starting with a centre?
I think we're better off playing harder. I think so much is made out of who's starting and who's on the floor. If you don't play hard, it don't matter who's on the floor. So we just gotta compete with an edge. I think we got off to such a slow start that once you let a good team like that get in the rhythm, especially on their home floor, although we battled back a couple times, it's just too big of a hole.
Draymond, to that point, how important is the start then for you guys?
It's very important, especially in the Game 7. You want to impose your will on the game right away. As crazy as this sounding, we're not viewing it this way. Like, we want to come out and get off to a great start, but you even have a little more room for error at home, than you do on the road. On the road, it's almost impossible to get off to a start like that and come back. But we got to get off to a great start here. Want to get our crowd involved in the game. We do that early. It can pay dividends for us.
When you lose 2 games like you did, you're up 3-1. How much does the confidence of the group affected by 2 straight losses?
It doesn't. At the end of the day, we knew this wouldn't be a walk in the park. It's hard. It's hard to win a championship, but we've never really been a team that lack confidence. We feel like we can do anything, and it's going to always be our mindset.
Do you think there was a dose of overconfidence, perhaps, at 3-1 when you're up the 1 game to clinch it?
No, I don't think so. I think coming into Game 5, we just expected it to be over. Fans, players, everybody. We just expected it was over. And it wasn't. But it happens. It's a 7-game series. We got to win 1 game. We got 1 game left to do it, but like our chances at home.
Trey, there's a sentiment here that the referees didn't respect Steph enough in Game 6. Would you agree with that?
I have nothing to do with that.
LeBron is playing as well as we've seen him play in a long, long time. What can you do to kind of slow that train?
Just gotta put a body on him. You gotta feel us from the jump. Can't let him get in the rhythm.
Draymond, do you allow yourself any what-ifs from pro or con? What if you win and win 2 straight? What if you lose and you don't follow up 73-9? Do you think about anything like that?
Nah, I've been stopped thinking about 73-9 when 73-9 was over. That doesn't matter anymore. We're trying to win a championship, so at this point, no what if matter. You got 1 game. Everybody, it's what you live for. Game 7 in the NBA Finals, that don't happen often, so it'll be fun.
How does that change the mindset and the mood of the team since the last 2 losses, since that time?
Same mindset and mood it always is. Mindset that we're going to go out and win. Mood, loose environment like we always have, having fun.
Hey, Draymond, the fact that it is a Game 7, the magic of Game 7 that you alluded to, how does that impact your psyche? It's do or die. At
the end of the day, I think we were just here in the worst predicament 2.5 weeks ago. We'll be just fine. It's Game 7, yeah, but that usually lasts for first 5-6 minutes. Then it's a game, so obviously you want to overcome that and come out right from the gate, and get after it, but it doesn't always work like that, but at the end of the day, it's just a game.
From what you've seen from LeBron, is he just more aggressive in the last 2 games, and do you expect that tomorrow?
I'm sure he'll be aggressive.
If Andre isn't 100% for Game 7, what would that mean for you if he is unable to be as effective as he usually is?
You kind of just feel the game out and go as it go. It's hard to always, go and saying, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that. Bro, and I think you end up thinking too much anyway. You just feel the game out and play it as it go.
What would you have done differently if you personally could get Game 6 back?
I think play more of myself. I was too timid. Be more of myself, but can't get it back. But I got a Game 7 to do that.
Why would you ever be timid?
There are circumstances. It is what it is, but it's got to be myself.
How did you feel about the fact when you thought about it afterwards?
I didn't sleep. It bothered me, and I know I can't spend my whole summer like that. After what I did, so got 1 shot. looking forward to it.
So what can we expect from you tomorrow?
All I can promise is that I'm gonna play hard. I can't promise anything else. I don't think anybody on the basketball court can promise anything else.
Hear someone paid $100 grand for a pair of tickets?
Nah, I don't really pay attention to tickets. I don't have enough to worry about.
Draymond, your defensive switching, the entire team has worked really well for you all year. But it seems like Cleveland is trying to create a mismatch when you do switch, particularly with Steph. I mean, you had a lot of situations the other night where LeBron got matched against Steph. It's a tough matchup for him.
I think when you're in foul trouble, anything's a tough matchup. You know, they got those same switches they wanted in game 1 and 2, and it didn't work so well. You know, but when you're in foul trouble, everything's tough. You know, 'cause you got to play so timid. You can't be aggressive. We feel like anybody we got on the floor can guard anybody they have on the floor, and that's the magic to our defense. You know, so we're going to play our game regardless.
So you don't think you'll stay at home more, maybe defensively?
Like I said, we read the game as the game go. You know, obviously you have rules. You stick to those rules, but when you're on the court, you just play.
How do you neutralize Tristan Thompson?
Keep him off the boards.
Draymond, is there a positive to seeing Steph get emotional the way he did at the end of Game 6? What do you expect of him?
Expect him to come out and play his game. Game 6 is what it is. It happened, it's over.
Game 7 has enough clout as it is, but the fact that it's a Sunday, the fact that it's the NBA Finals, you guys could be playing one of the most viewed basketball games in the history of the sport. Have you guys thought about that?
I mean, you really don't try to think about that stuff. It's enough that goes into any game anyway. It's enough pressure that goes into any game anyway. To add all that extra pressure on you, for what? Like it doesn't do anything. Whenever you step on the floor, you want to be your best anyway. So the fact that it's more people maybe watching or any of that doesn't really matter. You want to win anytime you step on the floor, regardless of if nobody's watching. You want to win, so that don't matter to us. Maybe it matters to someone else, but not us.
Draymond, do you have the sense that maybe the team is shooting too many open shots rather than attacking the rim and penetrating?
No, I think the object of the game is to shoot open shots. You get open shots, you shoot. The same open shots that we hit all year and nobody complain. We're not going to complain about them now.